Wow, I put makeup on just for you. Do you feel special yet? Hi, it's Katya back with another story time. Before I even say anything, a lot of people always say, Katya, you seem like you're so stuck in high school because you keep telling high school stories, like just move out of high school, you're still so concerned. No, listen, I didn't have this channel in high school, so how am I supposed to tell you my high school stories if I wasn't in high school? But I get a lot of requests to tell them, so here I am telling you mini stories of high school that I haven't told before. Kind of nervous. Okay, the first story is the time my grade ended the tradition of senior prank at my school. So if you don't know, in a lot of schools at the end of the year they let the senior class do like a prank on the school. Of course, our school being a private school, it had to be approved by the head of school and it had to be on a specific day that they let us do it. So it wasn't really a prank, but it was still fun because we got to like decorate the school and crazy things and stuff. So the night before, on the approved day by the faculty, our whole class went to the school. We had washable markers we were drawing on the windows, we had streamers we were hanging, we had chalk we were writing on the street parking lot. Your average innocent stuff, like 4 more years to the freshmen, stuff like that. But as the night went on, it got less innocent. I personally saw some swastikas on the wall. I saw some genitalia. But there were 2 people in my grade that were in charge of going around the whole school and erasing those kind of things, the things that could get us in trouble. They literally had to stay after everyone left so no one would draw more things, because every time they erased something, something new would pop up. So everyone left and they stayed behind and went around the whole school and erased inappropriate things. Anyway, the next day we get to school, everyone sees our masterpiece. People were Snapchatting it. It was a good time. We also had a foam machine and a bouncy castle and a snow cone machine. But apparently not all the teachers were a fan. There was this one teacher that I literally hate more than anything in this world. Hi. He was going around with scissors and like popping all the beach balls that were around and cutting down all the streamers, just like within the first hour. Other teachers were like, this isn't even a prank, you literally just trash the school. But that's what they do every year. We were nicer. I'm pretty sure the year before us they put like zip ties on the lockers so everyone was late to class. We didn't do that. Then halfway through the day, all the seniors are called to this staircase and we're all sitting down. I have a small class and we're all expecting a speech about how we all have to stay and clean it up, which we already knew. That's the deal every year. But when the head of school comes, he starts screaming at us. He literally, I'm not exaggerating, he was cussing. He was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And we were like, huh? He's like, you guys are disgusting, you're so disrespectful. And everyone was looking like, do you mean you don't like the streamers we hung? Or I don't like, did the people in charge forget to erase a penis? I'm not sure. So everyone's like, wait, what are you talking about? People are literally laughing because we think he's kidding. He was like, how dare you guys vandalize your school? You ruined the railings that were freshly painted for your graduation. I've never seen someone so disrespectful. And we were like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, the railings were spray painted. And we're like, whoa, no one had spray paint. No one's that stupid. All the markers we drew on the windows with are like window markers, like for your car, that wash off with water. No one had spray paint. And then he starts screaming, stop fucking lying, I saw the spray paint, the railings are ruined. And then the people who were in charge were like, we didn't see any spray paint, we went around the whole school. So everyone kind of realizes maybe someone came back after everyone left and did more things. So we kind of stopped screaming at this point, but he's still like, you all are so disgusting, this is the worst grade I've ever seen. And then he's like, this is the last prank day the school will ever see. When I find out who did this, they're not gonna walk at graduation over my dead body, they're gonna walk. And then just walks away. And so when he leaves, we're looking at each other like, who the fuck came back here and spray painted the school thinking that was okay. No one fessed up, so we went on with our lives. Everyone was talking about us. So the next week we're called back again. The whole grade is sitting on the steps. He comes back and tells us who it was. They found out because he Snapchatted all of it. He's telling us we're still the worst kids he's ever seen. Prank is still canceled. I think we got in trouble, but I'm not sure what he did because there was only 2 weeks left of school and we still went on our like grad night trip. So also that kid did end up walking in graduation, so I don't know what really happened. And I'm pretty sure the next year they still had a prank day, but anyways, the next two stories are times my teachers literally called me stupid to my face. They were both history teachers, which, you know what? I am the worst at history. I don't remember anything. I have a very short-term memory. So, I mean, do I blame them? So the first teacher who called me stupid basically was the one walking around with scissors and destroying our prank day. As I've said before, I hate this man with a passion, but he was the AP history teacher and I wanted an AP class. Why history? No one can tell me. So I take his class and I'm doing so bad, but bad for me means like not an A. So I'm doing bad. I think that made him not like me because he thought I was lazy, but I wish I was lazy. Like, the sadder part was I was studying really hard. So at the end of the year, we had to write a history research paper, kind of like for our final, even though we had another final, but it's fine. And writing is my strong suit, okay? So I was like, I'm gonna get an A. If I get an A, I will boost my grade up and he won't hate me. So I literally spend a week. I am the biggest procrastinator, so I probably would have written this the day before. I spent a week on it. I was doing multiple drafts. I was showing it to people. And then everyone was telling me it was good. So I was like, okay, I can do this. So I handed it and I'm so proud. I was like, that's literally an A. That's the first time I'm gonna get an A in this freaking class. And that night I get an email from him and he's like, can I see you tomorrow during my office hours? And I was like, okay. So I go in. And he's like, oh, hi, I'm just really confused why you thought you could plagiarize a whole final research paper. I was like, I've never plagiarized anything in my entire life. I don't need to. Writing is literally the one thing I can do. You know that thing that teachers have when you submit it on Turnitin and it shows you how much is plagiarized, right? So I look at the screen and it's like 3% plagiarized because I used quotes. And I was like, it says 3%. What are you talking about? I didn't plagiarize it. And he goes, oh, I know. Who wrote it for you? It's too good and it doesn't reflect your work. It doesn't reflect you. I was like, this man told me my paper is smart, so I could not have written it. No way. He was like, if you don't rewrite this whole research paper, which was fucking 15 pages at least, by tomorrow, I'm gonna give you an F. I was like, I don't know how to rewrite it because there's not really many other ways I can say things. And he was like, well, you better figure it out. So I rewrote it and I fucking did worse, obviously, because I dumbed it down so he would believe it was me. Oh, I can't. Next teacher was also an AP history teacher. Why do I keep taking AP history? I don't know. This one's actually crazy. So I was like failing all his tests. Apparently it was a really easy class, which I thought so too, but then I would do bad. So on the final, I did particularly bad, like worse than I've probably ever done, which doesn't even make sense because I literally studied for a month, so I don't even know what happened. So he calls me in for a meeting and I'm like, this is definitely about this final grade. I don't know what I'm gonna say. He's gonna be like, well, how would you not know this? Which he literally did. I went to meet and he was like, I don't think anyone else in the class got this wrong. And I was like, sorry. He was like, so you didn't study at all? And I was like, I literally studied for probably 8 hours a day for like 2 weeks. And he was like, oh, I see. I was like, what? He was like, what did you get on your reading score for your ACT that you had to take? I was like, that's so random. Okay, I got in the 30s, like the high 30s, and it's out of 36, so that's good. And he goes, no way. And I was like, yeah, why? And he goes, well, have you ever thought that you might have a reading disability? And I was like, what? No, reading's literally my best subject. He goes, well, I just don't see any other possible explanation for you to do this badly because the test was really easy. So you might want to get tested for a reading disability. And the thing was, he wasn't saying it in a mean way. He like truly thought I had a reading disability and I just didn't know. And like he felt bad for me, I could tell. So it wasn't like I was offended, but it was like, I don't have one, I'm sorry. And he goes, you know what? Because you have a reading disability, I'm gonna raise your grade, all letter grade. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, I just feel really bad that you went this whole year without knowing you had a reading disability, so like I'm just gonna boost your grade up. I mean, at least something good came out of that one. Now the last story is actually a bullying story from Medusa. It's too short to be in its own video, and I don't think I said it in the last series, so it's on my TikTok if you want to go see it, at katyaawar. But it takes place in New Orleans for a choir trip that we went on in junior year, I think. So on this trip, around this time, a lot of things were happening. I was talking to my bully Medusa's ex-boyfriend, Derek, but we weren't dating yet, but it was like right before we started dating. Also, at the time, my friend, who was like kind of my best friend in junior year at the time, wasn't going on this trip, but her boyfriend was. And Medusa was in love with her boyfriend and had been for years. So my friend asked me to keep her away from him, basically, to like save his life. So on the bus, Medusa's like sitting behind him on every bus ride. She's like playing with his hair and he's like looking at me like help, because I'm like across from him. She's kicking his seat. She's trying to talk to him. He's obviously ignoring her. So I save him the first time and I let him sit next to me, and we're talking the whole bus ride so she won't talk. She hates me. At restaurants, I let him sit next to me, and she doesn't want to sit across from me, obviously, so she doesn't sit near him. I'm Medusa repellent, okay? And like, she's visibly mad. Like, she knows I am purposefully doing this. She doesn't know it's not just because I'm being a bitch. It's because his girlfriend and him are literally telling me, please keep this psycho away from me. Like, is it my fault? So we broke out into groups and we were kind of exploring New Orleans. And he came in my group and she was in a different group, but one of Medusa's minions was in my group. And I really think she literally was sent by Medusa to see what I'm doing, because she would follow me. I don't like her, and I've made that known to her like plenty of times. She would follow me around. She would look on my phone. Like, she'd stand behind me when I was texting Derek, and she would like look behind me, and then she would see that I'm texting him, and then the next second she's like on her phone like this, like texting it to Medusa. So as you can imagine, now that she knows I'm texting her ex-boyfriend and also cock blocking her from my friend's boyfriend, she's not happy with me. So one day, we all get on this boat ride. It was like included in our choir trip. We're stuck on a boat, okay? I'm sitting with my friends, minding my own business. And all of a sudden, one of Medusa's other minions comes up to me and goes, oh my God, you'll never believe what Medusa just said about you to everyone. And you might be asking why he's gonna tell me if he's her minion. He loves to start drama. He just likes to be in the drama, okay? And I was like, I don't know what she could possibly say here, so go ahead. What is it? Like, please fill me in. And he goes, well, we were all just sitting around talking about like sex and boys and stuff, and then we were saying like, who do you think will be a virgin forever? And then Medusa was like, oh, Katya's gonna be a virgin forever because she's so disgusting that no one ever is gonna want to touch her. And I was like, what? So all my friends are looking at me like, ouch, I gotta hurt. So he leaves and I just keep minding my own business, texting her ex-boyfriend, no big deal, and proving her theory wrong, no big deal. 5 minutes later, Medusa comes up to me and she goes, Katya, I have no idea what he told you, but he's lying. I never said anything, like blah, blah, blah. And I literally look at her and I was like, I don't care, go away. I was like, I don't care. She goes, no, but you have to know I'm so sorry. I was like, I don't believe you and I don't care. So leave. I don't understand. So she leaves, and that's towards the end of the boat ride. So we all like group back together. Oh my god. And then my teacher, my choir teacher, my chaperone, comes up to me in front of everyone who like wasn't even there, who didn't hear about it. Like she's like, I'm so sorry about what happened. Like, I'm so sorry about what she said. Like, that's disgusting. Like, I'm like, bro, it's fine, please, it's fine, stop talking, it's fine. She's like, do you want a hug? I was like, no, stop talking about it, it's fine. Everyone's looking at me like, what happened? Everyone's asking like, what happened? Like, what'd she say? Literally for the rest of the trip, everyone came up to me and asked me what happened, what did she say? It's fine, it's not true, I love you. Like, I'm like, bro, stop. And the thing is, that trip was actually the best choir trip I've ever been on in my life, and it's just like, of course you have to taint it a little, you know. So that's all my mini high school stories. I have one more high school story to tell, and I'm not ready to tell it because it's kind of intense, so we'll see what year I end up telling it. But if you like these stories, leave a like and subscribe and comment what videos you want to see from me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.